All right, so basically the way that Revit works is it has a series of views that you can create, that are created, and then you also have sheets. So you can see the views over here. I have floor plans, ceiling plans, 3D views, elevations, sections, and some detail views here. And if I expand these, you'll see the ones in blue are actually placed on what are called sheets, which are down here. So you can kind of think of the views as the images from Photoshop and the sheets as InDesign. So it's like a little layout area. So if I go and I double click on this sheet 1, you're going to see this is the floor plan, top of slab dim, and it's placed on this sheet. If I pick it and delete it, you'll see the blue go away there, right? So you can create these views and then place them on sheets. So these two guys are this ceiling plan and the floor plan, 3D floor plans. And so the Revit's automatically going in and updating, like these weren't there before we put the model in. I set up these views in the template, and then if I go to sheet 2, then there's these kind of orthogonal, isometric, straight on sectional plan and reflected ceiling plan. They don't look that great in this one, but there's another one that I was using that that it looks better in. And then if I go to sheet 3, this is probably the least successful sheet. But you can see it's cutting sections. I've got like a call out for a detail view and then a 3D view that's happening. And so what we're going to do is go through and take a look and see how Revit is creating these views. And then we're going to go in and update them and work on the visibility of these and make them look better. So let's go ahead and start, and let's talk about like how Revit is making floor plans. So I have several floor plans. I have an O1 top of slab here, which is kind of like a working floor plan with everything on. And then I have the one that's placed on the sheet. So I'm just looking at the view right now. And then I also have a schematic one, which is just done with a sort of white and blue and gray background. So all of these are being created from the same model. They just have different settings. And what Revit is actually doing is that if we go to this top of slab dim, notice also up at the top, it's opening up all these tabs. I'm going to close my inactive views here. And I'm going to pull these floor plans there. And I'm going to go to my elevation. And I'm going to go to my south elevation. So let's get out of this view. It's kind of hideous. Let's go to hidden line. So basically what's happening is Revit is creating a floor plan, right, by slicing this model and going up 4 feet and projecting it orthogonally. So if I go back to this top of slab dim, there's this thing called a view range. And if I edit it, you're going to see that the top is the associated level, top of slab. The cut plane is happening at 4 feet, and the bottom is at the level of 0. It is also not looking any further below the level, so there's no depth to its view, but not really anything below here for us to see. We could go in and increase that view depth. If you do the show, it will show you kind of like what's happening. I mean, basically Revit has a 3D model. It's cutting at 2 and looking down. This is the primary range with the top and the bottom. This is the view depth, right? And then this is the view range. It also will cut at 7'6" and look up for an RCP. So they're actually, it's pretty interesting the way that it does it. So when we come back, we'll talk about the sections.